Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Here we are, where we left off, inside this massive facility of Horizon Zero Dawn, and we are taking a massive data lore dump on, and couldn't keep it up on the last episode. We ran it for an hour and, gosh, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So here we are. We're going to continue with our dump. Continue, that just sounds funny. Continue with the lore download and see where it goes. We were here. Yeah, here we go. We left off right here. So we're going to continue heading upwards. Okay, so we're all right above there. Okay, look, there's something right there. What? I can't get that? Oh, there it is. Oh, man, I can't scan it. Stinks. I'm afraid of cutscenes, man.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Oh my gosh, she's just trying to get inside. I hope I can make this episode an hour long. If I have to move quietly like this, it could be another hour and 20 minutes on this episode. Oh, lordy. That's more. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's a lot. I'm not going to get any. Oh, I can only tag so many before they start losing their tags here.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future.
Whoa. Didn't expect that.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Samina Abaji to Elizabeth Sobek. Encapsulated DNA. And the winner is Encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I have performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that Foss was shilling a year ago or so. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings: too heavy to transport, too massive to install, and the allotted space too powerful and too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 and 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to the finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 15 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will use the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you. Samina. More reading. Samina to Elizabeth, Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of procurement of the copy of Homer archives from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Look at that, Far Zenith. I remember reading about that and watching some of that on some of the current Forbidden West stuff. So yeah, it's getting exciting that you're reading stuff that's coming out in the current DLC, Forbidden West. Not DLC, it's actually a Horizon 2. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, media archives are also on schedule. Language preservations is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to the falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed the goal from the outset, with attendant curricula developing about to begin. Speaking of heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, and the children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Asphasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you. Samina. Alright, so Oh, that way does open here.
She can't be far. We'll find her. We have to.
Set this here.
Is he not here?
She went that way.
Who's firing at me?
Oh. Now they're all alerted to me.
Get a move on and search!
They're leaving.
Oh, it did went off. Did went off.
Eyes open, brothers. They may come back.
Come on, man. I don't have all day. Oh, there's the guy right there. Let's pick it up. There's only one guy left. That's the big guy. Let's see if we can get up top and take him out. Jeez, laggy there for a second. This guy's got the machine gun.
I'll keep the upper hand.
Oh my god.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
There's nothing left. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Did I? Yeah, I did. I did a full circle. Okay, I don't want to dwell too long. The last episode lasted way longer than I wanted, and I'm having that gut feeling this might last long too. Today's episode, so let's keep going. Hope everybody, I haven't forgot to ask the question, hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving last week.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, a spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Okay, this is Travis Tate guy. I mean, to make the comments the way he did, it sounds like as if he's playing rock and roll. I mean, it's weird. It's the end of the world, but it's just rock and roll. Travis Tate to Elizabeth Sobat. Noise complaints. Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle dazzle. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarum's runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. No, that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s, mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore and some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibals theme stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen. Oh heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see. Oh, hear rather in the screech of the wrens of the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and the walls and the ceiling, swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of a gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal. Might as well give up stimulants, chocolate salts, and industrial accidents. Vids. Last I heard, we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trav. Well, this guy's got a morbid sense of reality. I got something here. What is that? Stranded shackles. This mysterious item is valuable only to the most curious merchants. Shackles made from the unknown smooth material. Yes, that's the ones we found. They're actually unique items. Okay, another dump. Tate here. Just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution for Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. I mean, I swear, these are very egotistical people. They think that they can create... I guess that's the reason why we had some of those failures along the way. Okay, let's keep reading. Too hard, and it degrades the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel, so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back from Hades has done its business, so I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft? And Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulations after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep the life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. Guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. Okay, so his program is allowing Hades to take control from Gaia so that it can do what it does, basically wipe everything out, the biosphere, so that it can be reconstituted when Gaia takes control. But something happened right there. Something happened that prevented it from happening.
Now this thing is dangerous.
Yes. Abaji to Travis Tate. CC Sobek. Archive abuse. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archives submission 0000238876. Your 666th submission in just 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, re inappropriate materials, you choose to submit 265 holographic remasters of the acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolino material has already been preserved, extreme perhaps, but art. For clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, "I know it when I see it." Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submits it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do, anyway. Dr. Samina Abaji. Alright, let's keep moving. The data dump continues.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Man, I hope I'm not walking into some danger zone here.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Time to prepare.
Oops. What am I doing? Okay. I need to pick that. I don't want that.
Welcome to Eleuthia.
Should give me an upper hand.
Okay, I'm gonna leave
of
it.
Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to...
Okay. Didn't mean to activate that. Okay, this is from Mr. Klein. The ectogenic chamber arrived 2 days ago. I spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentations. They're a revelation. Astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Farzina. There you go, Farzina is mentioned again in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risk of ECMO resolved, nutrition delivery resolved, hormonal stability resolved, 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of the Farzina's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident that they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. PBK.
Exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering...
Okay, development. Okay, this is from Klein to Sobek, Cradle Servitor Personae. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors, nurturers, disciplinarians, healers continue at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisations without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and the healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor behavior. A parental argument, if you will, amusing on first glance perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings. Ingest data corrupted.
Project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provision.
Okay, that's not it. My goodness. Nope, that's not it. This one? Cradle sealed. Eleuthia was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial system is good for our maiden voyage a success. Regards my dispute with the betas over a zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle population. Donk. Is that what it says? Donk? In addition to personally overseeing completion of Eleuthia 02 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. PBK.
And the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you
I'd
in
have
light
to leave
of
something else
present
behind.
circumstances.
Yes.
But, as one of the authors of the Accords,
I'm leaving the gun behind. Don't want to keep lugging that thing. It's slowing me down.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
Oh, Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Oh, come on. No. Come on. Okay, this is going to the doctor's office. Sorry, just in case. I need to use it.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
There's some more data.
Nuts would benefit from antilopenate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Okay, I gotta ask the question: how does a computer experience grief? How does an AI experience grief? I mean, it only grabs information from its subroutines about information. These people feel sad, so it calculates that into its response. These people, I must feel sad because these people feel sad for the loss of their loved ones. So, how does a robot feel sad? I mean, an AI, it doesn't have the heart, the feeling. You get that sensation throughout all your body, your hands, your feet, tinglings, whatever it is that people feel at the loss of a loved one. I felt it when I lost my brother, the passing of my brother. So you feel those things, that emotion welling up inside you. How does a robot or an AI feel? How do you quantify that? And if you can quantify it, can you call it a sentient being when it gets to this point? It's the kind of questions people have to ask.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Wow. The end is near. Oh, I can pry this door open? Elizabeth Sobek to all alphas. Odyssey has failed. All. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Oh, so Far Zenith didn't make it? Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Oh my goodness. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and the earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth. But we know that to be... Okay, this is spoilers. But we know that not to be true because the Far Zenith come back in Forbidden West. They are. So there's something here that well, obviously I know because I've seen Forbidden West stuff. So, well, we'll have to see how further along this gets pushed. All right, let's keep looking. Let's keep looking.
No space.
No space for health potions. Data. Charles Ronson to Sobek. Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything, had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for the balance and the sustainable biosphere, microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, fox, wolves, thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generations can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to the world that this time will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar, and the samples were lost. Well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again. But now, not like this. Not on our watch. Ronson. Conservation of life forms, like animals, I think to some degree that might be broken. The reason why I say that, okay, this is just my opinion, obviously. When we offset the balance of one species, we offset the balance of all the collateral species that are tied to that species, like predator and prey. So if we go in there and mess with the prey to give it more abundance, we are altering what the prey can do. I mean, the predator can do. So we might have, like in certain parts of the world, like Australia, for instance, they bring rabbits over there, and rabbits are like overwhelming the ecological system. I mean, they brought over foxes or some type of other animals to help fend off against the rabbit invasion, but that didn't help because the new predators started to prey on the on other species and not the ones they were brought over to take care of. So it's a completely off balance. I mean, there's a lot of off balance. There's a lot of managing people have to do. So, I mean, literally, you're going to have to dedicate people going out there, counting daily, making sure everything is done. And it's just too much stuff. I think there's just way, way too much complications that can arise from it. Okay, we were meant to come here. Let's access.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
All the questions. Uh-oh. Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Helios. And he throws a grenade. We're screwed. Oh. I get no...
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
I just got an achievement. Discovered the truth.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Our stuff.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing, and when the true Sun King Itamet was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Ross prevented you from doing it.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
Nope.
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're a fool. I should say you're a puppet. Yeah, you're a fool.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Oh.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
This guy's a psychopath, man. Needless slaughter, yeah.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Oh no. I got to fight my way out here.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh no.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Tyrann ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Psychopath. Alright, give me control. What do I need to do? I have no weapons.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it.
What does it mean? What does she mean by strength against it? Oh,
That
yes!
weak. Another hit, and that pillar
Oh,
will
yes.
come down.
I'll take it. I kind of fumbled onto it.
That makes a mess. It's down.
Oh man, that was too easy. Well, no it isn't. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. All right. So leave all my stuff in the box that I can retrieve and yeah, that's real smart.
Hey! Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Those components on the sides of the head.
Oh my gosh.
Something to do with his lift attack. That
Gotta run, gotta run.
It's important.
Holy cow. Run, run, come on, run! Girl, run! Oh, jeez. Ah. What is this stone here? Maybe this will be a good place to hide in.
Freeze canister on its head. Cryo air should set it off.
Oh. Okay, he's down. So what else? Oh my gosh, look at this. What is going on with their face? Oh jeez. The cutscene did not get enough the texture did not process fast enough. Oh, that was nasty. Okay, so I get to take on these guys now. Oh man, these guys are so quick.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Oh, the real silence.
Silence.
Oh, I want to stay and watch the fight. Oh yeah.
Traitor!
Wow, that took 2 episodes for me to finish that whole Sunfall Citadel thing. Wow.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
So it's giving me 4 questions, 4 options. How did you find me? Which can easily be surmised. You can pick her up on her focus. You can override machines. Helis recognized you. I've got to help the Nora. Okay, so I want to know, did he help them? Helis recognized you. How is that?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
And I notice you're riding overridden machines. How is that possible?
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
And how did you find me? Through the focus?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
I've got to help the Nora, yeah.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
And there we go. That was the major 2-episode, almost 3 hours worth of a dump on info lore for Zero Dawn, and I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff. Stop! Let me get off, horsey. Yeah, that was a lot of info. I tried to contain it to an hour, but unfortunately I could not on that first one. So I broke it up into 2 episodes. So here you are, the second episode. So now we've concluded all that we could get from the Citadel. Let's do a quick look at the map. The Sun Ring, the Citadel, whatever they call it. So we've gotten all that we could. And now it's pointing. It's apparently pointing us. Whoa, back to the Nora lands. I guess we're being attacked. We gotta go rescue the Nora, and that, folks, is going to have to wait until the next episode. So let's do a quick save.
Good. I can use this.
Quick save. All right, there we go. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking it out with me for this episode, rounding up our experience here at the Sun Ring, the Sunfall, and all that stuff. Appreciate you clicking on the video and watching. If you like my kind of goofy content, make sure you click on that subscribe and click on that bell to get notified when I upload new content. And I hope to see you back here in future episodes. Until then, have a good one.